What a wild journey. Remember the first video.
Loneliness is killing me. More time, more life.
Can't believe from there and then singing in the corner of my room with the little green lamp that now Eurovision, I can't even say it without laughing, 200 million people watch Eurovision.
And I wanna go home.
We are here with Sam Ryder and the famous Spaceman. A bit about your preparation for Eurovision, because I think we are now in the countdown. And of course, to know you a bit better. How do you feel now? I mean, you had the Amsterdam pre-contest.
Yeah, Amsterdam was, it was so amazing. So I've just actually flown home. I arrived home yesterday and I'm off to Serbia tomorrow. So it's all non-stop. So
you must be very busy, yeah?
Yeah, very busy, but very just excited to be busy. Excited to be in this kind of experience.
You're enjoying it?
Yeah, big time. It's amazing. There's nothing like it.
Your song, and especially your energy, I have to say, has put the UK back to the Eurovision map, because in the last 10 years, 10, 12 years, UK was not doing that great. Mm-hmm. So do you feel any extra responsibility about that, or? No,
I don't think so. I mean, singing is just something that I enjoy doing more than anything else in the world. So I don't want to change my relationship with singing just because of things that are changing in my life. I think that would be the wrong way around. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's been fantastic for me before TikTok. Just singing, I was incredibly happy, and then TikTok came, and I was just doing the same thing, singing. And for some reason, thank God, it kind of did its thing and people started to support and share. But it still didn't change my relationship to singing as being just this one of joy. And now I don't see why it would change now just because Eurovision. You know, I'm a massive Eurovision fan. And for me, it's always just about the songs and the connection. So I just want to go in to the competition as I always sort of watched it as a fan, which is
yes, I understand. Yeah.
Celebration of songwriting.
Can I ask you, before the TikTok era, let's say, because they know you through TikTok and all the covers and your strong voice, did you have any other collaboration with music, or?
Yes, I've been playing music since I was about 14 years old, but singing since I can't even remember when I was really young. So the story is a long one, and I've spent a lot of years playing in different bands, like school bands, like singing at weddings, working on construction sites, all manners of things, you know, but always with a dream that I'd be sharing my own music someday.
Okay, and then Spaceman came for the contest. Yeah. Was Spaceman written, I mean, it was the song you choose, or it was something else also in mind, and then finally you got Spaceman?
Well, Spaceman was written a long time ago. I wrote it a year and a half ago, but I just hadn't released it yet. A year and a half in music is a very short amount of time. You know, it was probably going to be a single that I would have released this summer, potentially. But then Eurovision came along, and I think someone at the BBC might have heard it, and then they wanted to find out who sung it, and then I got a phone call, and they were like, "Hey, we just heard your song Spaceman. How would you feel about singing it for Eurovision?" Okay,
so it was that song that they choose from the very start. Okay, that's good. Good.
Yeah.
Strong song. And what's the meaning of the song? Like,
it's about loving the things that you already have in your life. You know, not having to travel too far to realize the treasures that you're blessed with.
you're always, I mean, we saw you also in the Amsterdam Square, that you had so many fans, so much energy. You're always very friendly, cool, easygoing, let's say. What is the thing that probably will stress you? I mean,
I'm really working. That's my main thing that I want to really be, I guess, at peace with in the build-up, is to be calm and centered and present throughout the whole thing. I don't want to be stressed out. I had this is an incredible experience, and I have the opportunity to live it, and I don't want to miss living it because I'm worried and stressed and scared.
No, it's true. And everybody likes you because you have a really positive way for the Eurovision. And there's a massive reaction about all your performance. Now, I know you cannot answer that question, but give us a bit about your staging. Is it going to be focused on you as TikTok, or we're going to see adventures on stage?
I'm not telling you a thing. But you knew that. You knew I wasn't going to say.
I know. Have you heard any other songs? I mean, you met lots of contestants.
Yes. Now. I've been, I wanted to do this Eurovision experience maybe slightly differently and listen to every song live before I listen to it on Spotify or anything like that, because I feel like you get a lot more of a connection with the songwriter if you're watching them play right in front of you and singing their song. It's like in Nashville on a writer's round, they call it. People will be on stage, maybe like 3 singers with a guitar, and they'll just go round and around playing their songs. And it's such a lovely way to hear and connect with their music. I felt like I would be almost reading the spoilers of a film if I listened to all the songs on Spotify before I went to Amsterdam or to the show in London and stuff like that. I want to see everything live as it comes. So there's still songs I haven't heard yet, which is really cool. Yeah, because I'm the artist, you know. Okay,
the Greek one?
Yes, I've met Amanda. I met Amanda in Bulgaria. We were both getting ready in the green room together. She's so lovely. And we were just sort of talking about music and singing and about how cool it was to be, you know, in a different country for the first time in ages. It was really lovely. The last 3 years, the Eurovision winners was a bit different from the Eurovision cliché. You know, it was not so popish songs. Mm-hmm. Was this factor something that you said yes to BBC? I think I said yes, but primarily because I'm a fan of the contest, and I think it's an amazing opportunity of showcasing new talent. I don't think anything in the world showcases new talent as well as the Eurovision Song Contest does. I think it's a credit to songwriting to have an event like this. All you have to do is look at the list with the countries and the songwriters that are involved with each entry, and you see names in these lists who are incredibly talented songwriters. So it is a celebration of writing and music. And that was my main reason for saying yes.
You're doing lots of covers. You became famous about that through TikTok. If you have to choose a Eurovision winner or a UK entry, which one you can do as a...
Oh, as a cover?
As a cover, yes.
I did Duncan Lawrence's arcade tune not long ago. That was really fun. I'd love to do Hard Rock Hallelujah by Lordi, but I think that his voice is so unique. But I always think that anything is is possible with a cover. You can always put a new spin on it and a new feel.
Okay. So I think for the next month, it's going to be really hard to relax. But it looks like you're really enjoying, and all the fans, we really like it. You have a big energy. And I want to thank you for the interview. I want to wish you all the best for touring.
Thank you so much.
And before I let you go, give us a short message. First of all, have you been to Greece? And give us a short message for the Greek fans.
I spoke to a few other people from Greece today, and I keep saying that I'm a big fan of Greece. I love reading it. It's really inspiring and gorgeous to read. But I've never actually been to Greece. So I'd love to come and see some of the amazing rich history and culture. So yeah, hopefully after Eurovision, I'll be able to plan a show there and come and see you guys in person and sing together. And thank you so much for your support and your continued enthusiasm. It really means the world. Thank you very much, Sam. All the best. All the best. Thank you. And I am the UK entry to Eurovision 2022. I am so excited. I'm deadly serious, by the way.